All right, today we're going to make a whiskey gift set. I'm going to start out with the stopper here. So we just came out with this tool right here. It drills your 7/16 hole and faces the blank up all at the same time. So this little collar cutter right here just slides over it. You can set the depth that you want to go. We're going to use the stainless inserts on it. So I just set the depth for that, and then it will face your blank up so you get a nice clean fit every time. So you can move that collar back on it if you want to do things like pizza cutters, ice cream scoops, where the tine on them is a little bit longer. So you can move that back and do the same process with that. So we made the cutter on it 1.1/8, so it will accommodate all the stuff we have, all of our whiskey stoppers, openers, everything, and it will give you a nice clean surface to start with. I will put a link down below in the description for that. So I just used a thick CA glue on it. It broke loose as I'm turning it here. You'll kind of see it stopped, so I had to redo it. But I normally use the 5-minute epoxy. I was just in a hurry with this, so I use that. I would just stick with the 5-minute epoxy. It holds better than the thick CA glue. And there it stopped once, and it stops again at another point in here. I do have the tailstock up, so it's giving it quite a bit of pressure against it. Let's get this shaped here real quick, and then we can sand and oil it. So I'm using a Spindle Gouge. It's running at 3000. The whole project, even with sanding and everything, to make a gift set like this is probably 30-40 minutes, tops on that. So it doesn't take very long. The stoppers go really quick. I think probably the little smokers, I made a few of those I think about a month ago and showed you how to make those. They're really simple too. I'll put a link to that video at the end here too, and down in the description. But they're super easy to make. Just get it all cleaned up. We'll come in here and part off that little nub at the end there, and then we can sand this and put some oil on it. Get that cleaned up. So the little tool we have, you've probably, if you're a pin turner, you've definitely seen something like this before. They use them to face up the ends of pins and stuff. But the problem we were having is they don't make them big enough for what we needed. So we talked to our machinist, and he started making them. So they're 1.1/8, and they will take the 7/16 drill bit for the inserts. If you don't use the inserts, they don't go down small enough for the 5/16 drill bit. But if we come up with something for those, I will let you know. Help support the companies that support our community. So this is the muddler handle. And I will have a link for the muddlers down below as well. Same process with this. We're going to face up the blank and get it ready for the insert. So I turn the speed up a little bit, and just to get it set so it kind of centers itself, and then turn the speed down when I'm actually drilling and cutting. That way everything is trued up, square, and ready to go. And again, I use the CA glue. I didn't learn on the stopper. I just wanted to try it again. I did let that one set up for a little while before I turned it, though. The other one I think I turned almost immediately. So get the mandrel back on there. And we'll bring the tailstock right back up. And so same thing with that. I turn the lathe speed on before the point goes in to make sure it centers itself. Sometimes if you just put it into the end of it, when you pull the tailstock away, there'll be a wobble on it. So try to make sure it's as centered as possible. And your lathe is lined up too, the head and the tailstock. So, and the lathe is, or the speed's pretty much running at regular time, except for the sanding. I did cut that part out, so you can see how quick this is to like make a nice gift set like this. Use the beading tool, put a little bead on it for some detail. We'll get this all shaped and cleaned up. Oh, and one other thing I forgot about the new cutters. So if you already have a 7/16, you can just buy the cutter. It works with the drill bit you have. It's meant for those stub 7/16 drill bit. You don't need to buy the whole thing. But if you don't have the 7/16, they come as a set too. So I'm just going to use the skew chisel here to lower the edges right around that bead so it stands proud. And then we can get that nice little curve back. Then I ran through all the grits again, and then I went ahead and put the oil on the last couple of grits. There we go. They're all done. So they're out of maple burl. I did a whiskey stopper, a muddler. So I did one handle for the muddler because you're not going to use both of them at the same time. So you have the smooth one and the textured one. You can just screw on and off as you need them. And I put the 4000 SS 4000 on the whiskey stopper. So we sell a variety of different sizes of whiskey stoppers. So depending on what type of whiskey you drink, you can get a bigger diameter stopper. But the 4000 is kind of a just kind of go-to standard one. So went ahead and did that. And I'm not a whiskey drinker, so I'm going to put this set up for sale on our Etsy store. I'll have a link down below in the description for that as well. And the smoker, I will put a video where I just made these. So they're pretty easy to make. Just a little block of wood, put a recess in it, drill a hole through with the Forstner bit, and the screen pops right into it just like that. And so we do have a muddler whiskey set. So it comes with the muddlers, comes with your choice of the whiskey stopper and one of the screens. So it's the whole kit all together if you want to make a gift set for somebody. So it's perfect little Christmas, birthday, groomsman gift. I think it's a nice little set. The new tool we have right here. So this kind of, you've probably seen me before. I use the Forstner bit to face it up, then switch over to the 7/16 drill bit, and this speeds up that whole process. So this little collar slides right over your 7/16 drill bit. Like I was saying, if you're doing pizza cutters where the tine is longer, just extend that out a little bit longer to accommodate those, the ice cream scoops, coffee scoops, things like that. You just tighten it down. Or if you're doing the stainless inserts, just like that. So works perfectly with that, and you can buy the cutter separately or with the 7/16 drill bit. All right, hope you enjoyed the video. Everybody take care, have a great weekend, and we will see you next time. The shop, I'm building the storage unit right outside that wall for the wood and the air compressor and everything, so it's coming along. I'll have a shop tour fairly soon. All right, take care.